Welcome everybody. Welcome back to Spindependence 2016 right here at Champaign. It's Vic Paper with you. And we're going to continue on with our documentary. I've got Boi Jeanius MaddJazz.
What's going on, MaddJazz?
He makes it easy because you got the shirt.
Yeah, well this is us as a collective right
that's
here.
the thing we're going to talk about in a little bit. Yeah, like the group. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So of course you guys got individual things going on, and then of course we've got like a team thing going on, which we're going to talk about here in a second. First of all, I'm just going to let them give a shout out real quick individually. So what was your first gig and how do you remember it?
My first gig was actually for my family, a backyard party at my grandma's house. Me and my cousin, we got into DJing. You know, he had Technique 1200s, I had Gemini turntables, whatever. But you know, we had accumulated some records at the time, and yeah, my family had a backyard party, and we decided to, you know, bring out the equipment. And honestly, like, we were nervous as hell. You know, like, we were just, even though, you know, it was just our family, but I was nervous as hell. I was just like, yo, like, this is our first gig playing in front of people. Like, my cousin actually ended up puking in the alley. That's how nervous he was. So
it's awesome. What about you, boss?
Man.
First gig, first memory.
I was 17. No, I was way younger.
Hey, if it's underage, it's all good.
No, I was actually 15. I was 15. I was telling people I was 17.
Yeah, that's how it works.
It was all vinyl set day after my homecoming, freshman year, and I did all vinyl set, man, and I planned the shit out of it.
So if you're that young though, how did somebody say, hey, we want you to make noise for us? Like, how did that cover? Like, how were you kind of known to, like, you be able to put some music together?
Well, I started off with by myself in the garage for like 3 years struggling, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But then it's like, even getting to the point right now where I was looking at turntables and it was like trying to figure out how to mix.
Yeah.
It scared the hell out of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's scary all the way, all day.
It's like talking. It's like public speaking.
Exactly.
You gotta have your speech ready. You know what I mean? You gotta have your list in order. You know, music is the biggest key, but you know that's
it, man.
That's what I understood. Like, I understood that it's gotta be organic. It's gotta be fun. It's also gotta be live.
Yeah. So if there's some young kids watching us today, especially the 13 to 15-year-olds, what kind of things would you say to get them going forward and maybe get them out of the closet a little bit?
Well, I mean, that's a really good question, but I would definitely say, you know, try to build a music library of like music that you believe in, stuff that you genuinely like. But at the same time too, you know, sometimes you might get hired for certain gigs where, you know, you might need to play something you might not like. But you know what? At the end of the day, you're getting paid, and that's your client, so you have to please them. So it all depends, you know. Like, you just gotta know, you gotta know the time and place. There's a time and place for everything. So sometimes you might have gigs where you can play whatever you want because people are there to watch you and, you know, do what you do. Yeah. But sometimes you might get, you know, booked for a gig where nobody knows who you are, but you're getting paid to play music, and you got to please those clients. Yeah. So you just got to know your role. That's really it. You know?
That's good advice. So I hope you guys are learning a little bit more. Now my question here is, every time you've ever played a gig, from the first one to even what happened to you here the last couple hours, is it always as good as it might sound in your bedroom with the speakers positioned perfectly and everything's going well? Is the sound and your ability to adapt to the environment always the same?
Yeah, it's never the same. It always changes. It's like, you know, I always tell my students, I teach at the Scratch Academy in Chicago, I always tell my students, you're only as good as your last blend.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's
literally
like, you gotta
the last kick drum.
Yeah,
that's as good as you are.
As good as you are right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, at my level, I feel like at our level of DJing, you're only as good as your last set.
Good job.
So it's like, you know, I count sets now.
Yeah,
so it's like, everything's got to matter at this point. So when you talk about music too, it's like, you know, you got to believe in it, like George said. You know, you got to believe in that. You got to, at this level of DJing, like, DJing's got so weak, and like, boy, like, no, this is hip hop, man. Like, as DJing, like, if you want to be a really good DJ, I suggest you put all your energy in the music that you're playing. Like, understand and know all your music. There's no need for you to go out and play a song you just heard trying to set up some cue points. It's like, no, man, understand that song. Get to the front, get to the end, do something with it. You know? Don't
sing with it.
Yeah. Use it as a lesson to distribute your message.
Absolutely,
music. play music. And it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's hot or not. Like, if you like it and you can find the right songs to surround it with to bring it to life.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Absolutely.
the key.
That's good
That is the
advice.
key.
Have you ever showed up to a gig where you're like, there's something about what's going on that kind of intimidated you, but at the end of the day, when your gig was over, you're like, man, I'm good now. Like, I can figure it out.
Today's a perfect example, I would have to say. Because when we first showed up, I mean, you know, needless to say, it was a little slow. You know, there was really a lot of people. So, you know, situations like that, you really don't know what to play. But then, you know, as the night went on, you know, people started showing up and they got really good.
Exactly.
You know, so you just gotta adapt. At the end of the day, you just gotta adapt.
So like a young DJ or producer or a young artist, that's it. I mean, it's all about adapting in the moment. Like the equipment's not going to function, the crowd might not be there, or the flavor just might not be mixed where you want it to go. So then maybe that potential song number one really became the closing song because song number one's like 15 in front of it now.
Song number one is the most
it's on
important
another.
song
Yeah, it is.
out of everybody.
And then
like,
you create that nice little arc.
I don't believe like DJs opening DJs are like the most important DJs in the industry.
They're putting a blanket on the room, making a nice
Yeah,
warm.
like think about it.
And then you come in and do your
if
thing.
you walk into a room and they just got done arguing, you're gonna feel that energy.
Yeah, that's bad news.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
you're gonna
bad
walk
news.
right out of that room. If you walk into an empty room and it feels good because the DJ knows what the fuck he's doing, excuse my language. It's a thing. Like if you just gotta know your music. It's that simple. Like do not play yourself. Understand what you're looking for and find it and understand it and practice it. Practice that shit, please. Practice. Don't play yourself. So you can come in here and step in front of people and showcase.
Yeah, be ready to do something.
Yeah, be ready.
Well, what do you guys see? I mean, are you kind of excited about your teamwork together and excited about maybe some really good opportunities for you sooner? Maybe we can see you in some big festivals or something?
Well, I mean, we got a lot coming up. Well, today was a big thing for us with our homies Cosmo and Delaney.
Oh, these guys are awesome.
Spindependence. Man, this thing is the most fun. Even today, like they still came out. With the weather, it still came out, man, and that's loyalty. That's
if Cosmo calls, I've learned to say, yeah, I'm there, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Because he's just a cool cat.
Exactly. And you know, we got House of Soul coming up in Chicago.
Nice.
We got the My House Music Festival in Pilsen, Chicago.
Very
August
cool.
13th.
Very cool. You guys listen up on that. And we'll put some links to the dates and everything below.
Yeah, definitely follow the team. MaddJeanius.
So if you've got individual sounds, what's the team sound?
Man, honestly, like the best way I can say it. I mean, I would just say like, you know, just have fun with it. Cause
matching up. It was like pretty fucking dark, right?
So like, how's the team sound evolved? Like, you have an individual flavor, but how's it mixed
just
together?
have fun with it, man. You know, that's the way I look at it. You know, and before I have my sound that I'm known for, and we have different like styles. Even though like, man, we're both like good ass DJs. We're both cold ass motherfuckers. You know, not to like whatever, but you know, and you know, we kind of like, you know, we push each other in a way, and I don't know. To me, it's just like just have fun with it.
Or are you starting to like? I would think now, like, with my experience, if I teamed up with another DJ, it'd be cool. But I would start to think of like my sound, and then like maybe some records that would work for like the hybrid between us, like to get us from one to another. You know, you find yourself thinking that way?
I think we catch ourselves.
You
Like,
catch that?
we catch each other like live. Like today, I mean, we find ourselves doing a pretty good improv set. Like we really we had an idea. You know, we looked at some music, we lined it up, and we put it in a crate. But then it's like, when you go off the last DJ, it's like you gotta just go somewhere else.
Figure it out.
You know what I mean? I didn't play half. Like you gotta understand, like you gotta play towards a crowd, but also there's a way to do it with energy and attitude. You know what I mean? You just gotta step to this tables with confidence. They're pit bulls. They will bite you and they will expose you. I've heard so many bad DJs trying to use every effect in the world to try to save themselves.
Yeah,
it's like, you can't hide yourself when you're DJing. I'm sorry.
All right, so I want to say thanks to you guys for hanging out, taking the time to kick it, and hanging out with us on the YouTube channel. Martini Lounge, with Vic Vapor, because when you click onto it, it just says Martini Lounge.
I can't wait to see how fuck this up.
Oh man, watch this.
We'll do a couple takes, or we'll get a good one. I might even we should put him on point, shouldn't we? Hey, the cameraman's gonna give us a shout out here in a minute.
You should do it, bro. You're a rapper.
Hey, Bobby, you want to do it? Can you do it? Let's do it. You take the camera.
I'll do it better. I'll do it better than all y'all. Watch this shit. Watch this shit.
Turn it around on it.
Oh,
here we go.
Shit.
Let him see who's talking.
Big Vapor, Martini Lounge YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Martini Lounge YouTube channel.
See, he didn't even know what we were talking about.
Vapor, Martini Lounge. Subscribe and like. This man right here.
This guy. Yes.
Let's see what he's got.
All right, Bob.
I can't even talk that. Hey, it's Bobby Boucher right here with Ghetto Division and MaddJeanius. I want to tell you to subscribe to my man Vic Vapor at Martini Lounge. Let's get it, man. This is how we do shit.
What do you think, boss?
Hey man, Vic Vapor, Martini Lounge, check them out. Check out that YouTube channel, man. MaddJeanius representing Chicago. We're out here, man.
Yo, subscribe to Martini Lounge channel, Boi Jeanius MaddJazz,
Awesome.
MaddJeanius, right here to the top left corner. If I remember, it's the top left. It's right here. It's from here, right?